It's beer o'clock on Real Craft Beer. Today we've got a beer called Quantum State Kaffir Lime Saison, coming in at 7.7% ABV, brewed with Wild Weather Ales and Weird Beard Brew Co. Looking forward to this. Saison, horse blankety, farmhouse style ale mixed with lime. It's going to be a bit of a puncher. Let's get the beer out into a glass and see what we get. Whoa! Loads of smoke on the opening. Beer in the glass then. Four to 5 finger, slightly off-white head, good levels of carbonation rolling up the glass, slightly hazy beer. Looks pretty good. Little lively for a Saison, but Saison's quite a lively style of beer anyway, so I'm not overly concerned by that head. Let's get the aroma. Big, spicy beer. Lots of lime. Lemon and lime with a spicy aroma. Let's dive in. Cheers, everybody. Oh, boom! Gotta put that down. Stone the Crows, what an incredible beer. Exactly what I was expecting, really. Horse blankety finish with a crazy lime beginning. I'm in the mood tonight just to be, I don't know, woken up a bit. I want my senses to be woken up. And beers like this do that. Funky beers with lime in are the beers that kind of bring you back up onto your toes and kind of bring you back to life after a hard day's work. And that's the whole point of a Saison, really. If you look through the history books, 300 years ago when the farmers were brewing Saisons for their farm workers on a hot summer's day, they would give their Saison out to the farm workers at lunchtime, and it would give the guys on the farm that little kick of the backside, that little boost that maybe the mid-afternoon needs in the sunshine, and they've refreshed themselves and they go and do a hard afternoon's work in the field. And that's exactly how I feel after my first sip, to be honest. I feel revitalised and refreshed by just one sip of this beer. Oh, it's crazy. The lime is really, I'm not going to call it sour. I'm going to call it sharp. Do you know when you get that kind of sharp, crazy kind of vitamin C full-on flavour? That is that times 2. It's ramped up to the eyeballs. It almost makes you, it's almost that much that you kind of just want to pull away. You don't have that complete big mouthful because it's just too much for your palate to take. It's an impulsive reaction that you just want to pull away from it. It's a crazy full-on lime beer. But the carbonation, it works well. It kind of pushes the beer around the inside of the mouth. It kind of fizzes and pangs and with that sharpness and the flavour just explodes on the palate. And it's really quite an exciting beer to drink. Wild Weather Ales, they're doing some great stuff. I had a beer a few months ago. Oh, look at that. Put that down a little bit for a moment. I had a beer a couple of months ago. They did Wild Weather Ales did a collaboration with Tembe Brewing Company. There's two companies now in Tembe. There's Tembe Harbour and Tembe Brewing Company. They did a collaboration with Tembe Brewing Company, and they brewed I think it was like a watermelon beer, but again, it was just amazing. It was a fantastic beer. So they're doing a lot of collaborations at Wild Weather Ales. They're really kind of getting their name out there. They've obviously invested in a canning line. A lot of their beers are now canned. You can get this, well, you could have got this beer at craftedcrate.com. But Crafty Crate, unfortunately, they're not doing the crates anymore. They've opened a brewery instead. So biscuity, malty, bready, farmhousey on the back end with lots of lime in the beer. Let's give it a rating. It's not a beer that you would want to drink. I don't think you would want to drink 2, 3 or 4 of these beers. It's not a session beer. Certainly not at 7.7% ABV. And it's too sharp. It's a nice pick-me-up beer, if you like. As I mentioned earlier, you've slogged all day and you want something a little bit interesting just to spark you awake in the evening. That's the beer to do it. But then you would want to move on to something else, something a little bit different. Because I think that line would get a little bit tiresome after a while. But reviewing the beer on an individual note, on just that can, I like it enough to give it an 8 out of 10. It's an 8 out of 10 from Real Ale Craft Beer. Please put your comments in the comments box, subscribe to our daily beer reviews, give us a big fat thumbs up. Boom! And cheers.